What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for watching another video. Today we're going to be working on my MK6 Sport Wagon TDI. I got an upgrade for the interior. We're going to be installing a new head unit in today's video. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be installing the RCD 330. This is a knockoff. This is not OEM. This did come from China. It took about 2 to 3 weeks to get here, which is not too bad for the price. But this specific one had amazing reviews. I cannot wait to install it. This will also work on your regular Jetta. It'll work on your Golf. It'll work on your GLI, your GTI. And if I'm not mistaken, this head unit also will work on your MK5 Volkswagens as well. So keep that in mind. I'm not 100% sure about the MK5. I think it will. But anyways, we're going to put this on. We're going to go over how to install this head unit right here. Apparently doing all of this for the MK6s is super easy. You just take off this trim panel and you need a T20 Torx. The whole unit pops out and then we can slide the new one in, connect it, and let's see how it works. I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright guys, so I recommend you using a trim tool piece to remove the trim around the head unit, and then you're going to need a T20 Torx to remove the 4 Torx bolts that are going to be around the entire head unit. So all we got to do is pry under like so, and it should come off pretty easily. Just gonna pry around. You want to use a soft pry tool just because if you use a flathead screwdriver, you might mess up the trim, and obviously that's not something that you want. So okay, be very careful because you don't want to ruin the clips either. Okay. Alright guys, and here is the trim piece. No clips were broken. That's all off. Now we're going to work with the 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to be removing those. And again, this is a T20 to keep that in mind. And these are really all the tools that you need for this head unit upgrade. Okay, so we have all 4 screws out. Now all you need to do is pull the radio forward. It should just slide up. There we go. Like so. And it pops right out. So now there's going to be a few wires, obviously, on the back of the head unit that you need to disconnect. Just be careful not to ruin the wires. Harness. Oh, there we go. So here is the old OEM head unit, and now we're going to be installing the new one. Okay, so this is the new RCD 330 that we're going to be installing in the place of the OEM one. It comes with a new harness that we're going to have to connect into the back of this one that connects to the OEM wiring harness of the original head unit. And then it comes with another adapter that we got to put in that's going to connect to one of the wires that is in here. So we're going to connect the first one. Just going to go the white one to the white one. That's going to connect in. It should just pop right in like so. That's good to go. That's the first one. And then the second thing we have to do is connect this harness to the original harness of the stock head unit. So let's connect this in. That is now connected. So we have both harnesses connected into the old harnesses of the original head unit. So now we can put the RCD 330 in its place, connect everything up, and see how it functions, if it turns on with the key. We're going to connect the new harness that's connected to the OEM one into the back of the new head unit. So first we're going to do the big one right here. That's into place now. And now we're going to connect the second one. So in now, so we can push all of this back. All of this can stay right there. And I'm going to be pushing this back into the original place of the stock one. Now I'm just going to leave this like this for now. I'm going to just put a screw in on each side, and I'm going to cycle the key to make sure that everything turns on, to make sure all the features work, and then I'll go ahead and wrap up all the trim and put it all back together. So I'm going to be putting one screw in on each side just to hold it in place so nothing moves, nothing gets ruined, doesn't pinch any wires. And then we're going to start up the car, put some power, and see if this turns on like it should. And if everything is good, then I can put all the trim back together. So I'm going to turn the accessory on. Make sure that the radio receives power. Okay, so the radio did turn on. The head unit is on. Let me see, oh. Okay, so the head unit does work. We do have radio signal. Okay. Let me see, media, scan, phone, app, setup. So I'm going to have to set up all of this stuff, go through the features of this, and we'll do that together. But it seems like everything is working properly. Let me see if the steering wheel controls work. So the steering wheel controls are working as well, so that's good. Everything seems to be in working order. So I'm going to put all the trim back together, and then I'm going to go through the features with you guys to see what this can do. One of the main reasons why I'm doing this is because of the Apple CarPlay, which is awesome, as you guys should know. So let's see what this can do. So we're just going to put the trim piece back on. It should be super easy to do that. It just pushes right back on into place, like so. Just work your way around the entire head unit. Yep, there we go. There we go. Okay, and the trim is back on for the head unit, so now we're going to go over the features, what this can do. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with the radio portion of this, just to, you know, the way you can easily program your radio stations. I've already done that in like 5 minutes. I went through it really quick to see how it all worked. And one really cool thing that I noticed is that this head unit shows the temperature right on the top in the corner, which is really cool. But unfortunately, I can't play any music just because of copyright reasons. I will get a strike on my video if there is a copyright infringement, so I cannot do that, unfortunately. But if you want to just program like a radio station, let's say I go to radio station number 1, 92.3. If I want to switch it to 92.5, you just press and hold the radio station you want. And now see, it's programmed to 92.5, and if I want to go back to 92.3, hold. Now I got my original setting back, and that's how you're going to do it for every single one. And the cool thing is there are so many slots. You got 15 slots for presets for radio, so that's really cool. So going to the setup on the bottom, one thing that I did notice, and this is more of like the newer style, like Mark 7 style radio, where if you go to sound and you go to volume, or if you go to balance and fader, you kind of do it manually, so you can put the fader any way you want into the car. So I really like that feature, because in the old one you kind of just pick front and back, side to side. This one you're able to literally put it wherever you want. So that's another cool feature of this head unit. Let's get to the main reason why any of us would buy this head unit. It's for the Apple CarPlay. So let's see how the CarPlay works. So you're going to need a cable. This is not wireless. It is a wired CarPlay system, like most cars out there that you would buy brand new even nowadays. I know there's some companies that do offer wireless CarPlay, but most of them don't. So we're just going to take your regular iPhone wire, put it in. We're going to connect it to the bottom of my iPhone. Alright, so I have my iPhone connected. Now it says Apple CarPlay new device detected. Do you want to continue? We're going to put connect. Just connecting to my iPhone now. And look at that, just like that with the cable installed, we now have CarPlay in the wagon, which is super awesome. So this looks just like how my Audi's does, is identical. So you could play music, we can go phone calls, Spotify, maps, we could go to the main menu. This is really nice. This is honestly really nice. We have all the regular CarPlay features. Gotta have the Dunkin' app, but all the regular CarPlay features that are all included. We got, again, I can't play it. Oh. So, but again, it looks really nice. It looks super modern, and that's one of the reasons why I did this upgrade. And honestly, I really like the way this looks. The sound, I played a little bit off air, how everything sounds. Everything is perfect. All the connections are good. I think this is a success. Alright everyone, so that's going to conclude the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I think this head unit upgrade is honestly definitely worth it. If you want to bring your older Volkswagen more into the modern day with CarPlay and a nicer screen, nicer infotainment, everything looks, again, more crisp, it's sharper. I think this is definitely an upgrade for you. I got it from China, like I said earlier in the video. It took about 2 to 3 weeks to come in the mail, which is really not that bad. And for the price point of around $300, I think it's definitely worth it. So I'm going to leave the link of this in the description down below because I know you guys are really going to enjoy it. And don't forget, like I said before, this will work on your regular Mark 6 Jetta. This will work on your GTI, your GLI, your Golf. It'll work on all your Mark 6 cars. And if I'm not mistaken, this also does work on the Mark 5. I think so. Again, please don't get mad if you get it for the Mark 5. I think it does. It's the same size head unit as the Mark 5s. I just don't know if the connector in the back is the same, or they probably sell a Mark 5 variant of this head unit for your car. If you are interested, you got to look at that. I might even link something down below for you guys. If I do find one online that is specific for the Mark 5, I'll put it in the description just to make sure, because I know there are going to be Mark 5 guys that are watching this video. But if you guys want me to go a little more in depth with this, I definitely can. I will give you a quick update in one of my next videos that I do with this car on how I'm liking it so far. But playing with the head unit for the past like 15 minutes sitting here in my car, I really do like it. The Apple CarPlay is super crisp. It works just like it does in my S3, and to be honest, that's one of the reasons why I got this head unit, because of my S3. I was spoiled with the CarPlay and the nice infotainment that I wanted an upgrade for my daily, and I think this does the trick, and it does the job well. So please like, comment, and subscribe. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.